Yes, and fluoride. Fluoridation program is part of it. As far as the knowing what's going on with the global warming deal and NASA's involvement in it, the best movie to watch that really blows the doors off of the whole global warming thing is The Great Global Warming Swindle.
Absolutely. I recommend it all the time. We've played excerpts of it on this program. The Great Global Warming Swindle out of the BBC not only blows the doors off it, it knocks your socks off with, not only scientists, but the co-founder of Greenpeace telling you about not only the global warming scam, but the environmental movement scam in general. I can't recommend it enough. Give them Fabled Enemies, man. Fabled Enemies, for those that don't know about 9/11 Truth, is such a great way to bring them in.
Good movie.
Oh, thank you, man. But I mean, it really brings people in, and I mean, it's just hardcore fact, and it softens them up for a loose change or a Alex Jones martial law, which again covers that broader spectrum. I try to keep the first movie people see under 2 hours, and I try to make it, palatable to their personality. So in other words, if I'm talking to somebody, for instance, friend, that is a hardcore Christian, right?
Yep.
And they don't want to hear
That's what I am. That's what I am.
All right, so this is good for you. And they don't want to hear any of this stuff. Well, Order of Death is only 45 minutes, man. And Order of Death is going to scare the hell out of somebody who's a Christian and
believes... What is that about?
Oh, what isn't it about? Order of Death basically just goes into the secret society of Bohemian Grove, shows you the members, shows you how they act like Christian conservatives, like the Bush family, but actually do occult rituals. And
is it attacking Christianity as a whole?
No. It doesn't attack any religion.
Hypocrisy is what it is.
Yeah. It basically attacks the hypocrisy of people who act like Christians.
Yeah, like
recruit
Bush
Christians.
and his faith-based movement.
Exactly. So listen, you get them to watch Order of Death. You get any of your parents' friends just to watch that movie alone. I guarantee they'll look at the rest of the library of Alex Jones. Another key is to learn how to use the torrent networks, man. You're a young guy. The internet is still open. Now's the time to figure out how to download DivX copies and burn them to disk for friends, because I know you don't got a lot of money, right?
Yeah, but I also have a YouTube channel, and I put some videos on there. Like, I have 200 videos of most of this stuff.
Well, those are always positive too, but you know what? Not everybody's going to sit down and watch it on a small screen. A DVD is always more tangible. YouTube videos work too, man. I mean, Order of Death is on YouTube. Maybe send somebody the trailer for that or the first part of it. But get into the burning scene, get into the downloading, the high quality scene. And like I said, if people are coming over to your house, put it on in the background before they get there. Make it a fun thing. All right, I thank you for the call, bro. Let's jump to our next caller. Let's go to Dan in Minnesota. Dan, you're on the line. Or is it Michigan? It's probably Michigan. Yes, Dan.
Diane?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's got Dan on here. I'm sorry. Diane, you're on the line.
Okay, I'm calling about the Tea Party.
Uh-huh.
I know that's the subject you're talking about, but I wanted to call you about the fantastic turnout we had in Lansing, Michigan, our capital. In Michigan, over 5,000 people, which was not covered by any media. It was absolutely phenomenal. I'm with Campaign for Liberty.
Excellent.
Ron Paul's Campaign for Liberty, and I want to tell you that they could not eat up the information fast enough. It was the most fantastic thing I have ever seen. I've been in this movement for over 15 years.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It was absolutely phenomenal.
Now, did you see people who were handing out Obama deception? Okay, go ahead.
There was very few. There was almost no, maybe 2 or 3 Obama signs.
Uh-huh.
Everything was audit the Fed. It was no taxation. It was incredible.
Mm-hmm. Well, excellent. I mean, that's a good sign. I mean, and what's really a big sign about that, Coyote, I thank you for the call, is that the mainstream media glommed onto it. Fox tried to co-opt it, but then the rest of the mainstream media tried to demonize it because Fox co-opted it. And that shows you, exactly. That shows
exactly what they're doing. They're setting up the new paradigm.
Exactly.
It's insane, man. And with Fox News glomming onto it, you got Glenn Beck. And
and his worshippers.
And what do? You counter them with you burn 5,000 more copies of Endgame and Fabled Enemies, and you get them out, and you support Ron Paul's Campaign for Liberty, and you support the Loose Change Boys with We Are Change. I mean, there's a chapter in every state, at least, and in some states, more than one.
Absolutely.
And you come over to the Prison Planet Forum and you talk to people, and you network with them. And you can do that there. People hook up and boom, you're going. Because it is a chat forum. There are 17,000 registered members there, and we have 3 times that many people who come in and lurk. So at any given time during the middle of the day on the Prison Planet Forum, there will be, during the daytime, anywhere from 4 to 500 on the board at any one time.
Yeah, in other words, you have an opportunity to reach hundreds of people at the tips of your finger in seconds, who in turn can reach thousands of people on other forums as well. And it really just has this chain reaction effect. We'll be back after this final segment with JT Coyote. It's the InfoWarrior with Jason Bermas, PrisonPlanet.tv, Infowars.com.
It's home game, and that's spelled HOMEGAIN.com. HOMEGAIN.com. You can go there for free, find out how much your house is worth, how much it's listed for. They've been around for 10 years. I'd used this service before I even got them as a sponsor when we were moving a few years ago. And they have a home sale maximizer that tells you the least expensive repairs to do to your home or upgrades that'll give you the best resale value. Just an amazing site, HOMEGAIN.com, homegain.com. That's HOMEGAIN.com. Or click on the Infowars.com banner. It's Max Little Orange Gorilla.
All right, folks, we are back. Final segment with JT Coyote, one of the admins over at the Prison Planet and InfoWars forums. Let's go to Forrest in Texas. I believe I saw Forrest yesterday over at the Tea Party in San Antonio. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jason and Coyote, thank you for all your hard work y'all been doing over the years, man. And, I'd like to talk about the Tea Party.
Sure thing.
It was great. There was like 3,000 people down there in San Antonio, and there's a lady talking about the North American Union, letting everybody know about what's going on with that. And then there was a patriotic preacher man talking about the blessed Alamo land in Texas, and
you guys handed out a ton of Obama deceptions.
Yeah, I was hanging out with San Antonio Change, and there's some great folks over there. And it got me thinking about what JT was talking about these trolls. Well, there's this guy with a camcorder that kept bugging We Are Change San Antonio, and basically he was taking away a lot of time from them handing out and the Fed papers. But it was great. It was great meeting them. And I also met this guy named Harold from JustGetThere.us from Austin. He's a great guy, and I was there over by the Alamo up until about midnight, just chatting with folks.
And there was also another woman over there who was doing the against the Real ID, for Texas, and having people sign petitions for that. I mean, overall, it was a really good event. It just sucked there were so many Glenn Beck worshipers, but those are the ones we're trying to wake up anyway.
Exactly. So they came to you.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I handed out over 100 copies of Loose Change Final Cut, and I left another 30 for San Antonio We Are Change to hand out. I was handing out civilian inmate labor program documents, really just trying to reach as many people as possible for us.
Yeah, and there was this country singer who had a hit country song back in '92 that was out for a few weeks called "We Must Take America Back," and it was pulled off the charts by a major record studio. So he went and like recut it and put it back on the internet, and Excellent. He also performed that song. So it was just to show that the corporate controlled media tries to shut people down, but if people are persistent, they can get the message of truth out there.
Absolutely, man, and we thank you for your efforts. Go ahead, JT.
Yeah, if he has a link to that tune, I remember that tune.
Oh, do you?
Back in the 70s, man. And if he has a link to the remake of that, if he'd come over to the forum and chime in over there and get that link up, because it's a great song, and there was a reason why they pulled it back, 40 years ago.
All right, Forrest, get on those forums, man. All right, let's jump to one more caller. Let's go to Lewis in Illinois. Lewis, you're on the line. Yes, sir.
Hey, good to hear from you, Jason. This is really glad you guys let me on. It's just I was hearing you talking about fluoride. I just want to talk about what you guys think about iodine, because I was hearing that a good fight against fluoride and all this stuff they're putting in the atmosphere.
Exactly. Iodine has been something that the FDA pulled from most salt. They demonized iodine, especially the organic forms, and a lot of disease is a direct result of that. Most salt used to be iodized back, the first half of the...
And what was the reason that they demonized it? In other words, what were they saying about it?
Well, it was, it was poison and all this, the usual stuff,
And in reality, it's a
Exactly. It's the same thing they did with salt, Jason.
Okay.
If your body pH is too alkaline or not alkaline enough, you're a cesspit for disease. If it's too acidic, and salt.
Coyote, I thank you so much for joining us, my friend. We'll be back after this. It's the Info Warrior.